and welcome. Today we have Jeevan John with us. Jeevan, first of all, I would like to congratulate you for clearing your UGC NET exam in 2019. It's such an achievement as so many people appear for it, but only a handful are able to crack it. It requires a lot of dedication and ambition to, crack a paper like UGC NET. So, how do you feel about your achievement?
Uh, I worked hard towards it, and actually, I qualified the NET and JRF in HRM and labor welfare for the first attempt in December 2019, and subsequently, I qualified for my NET in management in June 2020 as well. So. And both these attempts were dealt in a manner while I was pursuing my MBA. So I had done it parallelly with my studies, which I had to do in my college, and with that I needed to focus on my exam as well.
But Jeevan, I'm sure you really did put your mind out to clear the paper, and that's the reason you have cleared it with such great marks. Uh, Also, Jeevan, before we get into this, I would like to know a little bit about you. About where are you from, about your education, and little bit about what are your future. Have you planned anything to do like in your future, something like that?
Okay. So I basically belong to Kerala, and I have been residing in Noida and subsequently in Greater Noida for the since my childhood. So I did my graduation from University of Delhi. My major was in political science. I did my BA there, and subsequently I did my MBA from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Lucknow. And while pursuing that, I qualified these exams. And yeah, as it would say, I would pursue my career in academics in the foreseeable future and pursue my PhD.
But definitely, John, a strong mind like you will definitely, achieve whatever you want to decide, whatever you decide to achieve. Uh, Jeevan, do you have you
Yes.
feel that there's a number of
Yeah.
change in the opportunities now that you've been receiving?
Yes, definitely. However, since the pandemic has taken over certain positions and it has definitely impacted the job market. However, yes, if I were not to clear the exam, I would have not received as much as opportunities or positions if I cleared it. So yes, definitely it is there.
Well, Jeevan, also we would like to know if you have any tips to tell the students who are preparing for the exam and will be sitting for the exam in the upcoming years. Do you have anything to tell them?
Yeah, yeah. So the basic thing is that the exam, the both any exam, any net exam, for more than 70 subject the exam is conducted. So specifically for the commerce subject, that is commerce, human resources, and management, all the three subjects are closely linked to each other. First of all, and I was able to clear my first exam in human resources and subsequently in management. So there is a very high degree of closeness between the subject and the syllabus that exists because the first paper is common, and for commerce and management it is highly correlated, and this human resources has also certain part in management and both in commerce as well. So the principal advantage that I had was that I was doing my MBA, so I was quite in touch with the books and I was quite in touch with the concepts. So that gave me an advantage in that regard. And for anyone who wishes to prepare for such exams, I would suggest that start preparing during your second semester or after the second semester. You can start preparing for such exams because those the things which are usually asked in this particular exam, most of these topics are there in your syllabus, and you would have studied it some point of your time in your at that particular instance you have the greatest advantage, because once you take up a job or you get into a particular field, it would be difficult for you to switch it. And particularly I would thank the human parators exam. The exam was between the corona crisis, and most of the things were locked down at that point of time. And I vividly remember that after I had placed my order, I received the online copy within say 20 or 30 minutes left for that exam, and I was able to start my preparation at that point. And particularly the thing is that people suggest you to do a particular, say, Philip Kotler for OBHR, but the thing is, this particular exam is a competitive exam, and performance is always relative. So it depends on how well you do, plus how well you are able to do than other with respect to others. So that is a key differentiating point. So in terms of time duration for preparation, a person who wishes to pursue JRF or wishes to clear the JRF exam, ideally, if he has a fair understanding of the subject, he would take close to 3 months or 4 months for clearing it. And in terms of net, if you have a decent amount of aptitude, you can clear it within 45 days.
Jeevan, sure. I mean, these words, these are some useful tips. And
basically, in a competitive exam, your knowledge plus your ability to strategize things, like how well you allocate your time, how are you able, since negative marking is not there, that is an added advantage in this exam. You don't need to worry about that. But yeah, consistency is there, and the key is that after studying a certain concept, you need to practice a certain amount of questions, because practicing those questions would ideally keep you in an environment, in a simulated environment, as you are writing an exam. So if you're able to do that as well, then it is an added advantage, and everything is relative here. How well you perform, because you don't need an 100% to qualify this exam. You just need a 70%. But if you get the 70%, you're probably in the 99th percentile in the exam. So that is what I was suggesting here.
Well, thank you so much. These were some insightful key tips for the students who will be listening to you, Jeevan. So is there anything specific that you would like to tell the students to specifically avoid while preparing for these papers?
One thing is that you need to negate things. By negating, I mean that you have an ocean of resources. For a particular topic, you have, for marketing, you have Philip Kotler, or for OB and HR, you have Robbins, and so various books are there. So since you are constrained in terms of time, you need to be very specific on which resources you take up for preparing in such a scenario, and adequate amount of practice is required, and consistency, as I had mentioned, is essential. So while preparing, you need to have a fair amount of pace, as it's not a marathon, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You need to be consistent, you need to go through all the topics that you have just covered, you need to practice the questions, and as I had mentioned, this always the performance is relative. So you are placed at a percentile, and you need to get you need to be above a specific number of students to qualify both the parts of this exam. So the thing is that you need to have a certain objective in your mind, and you need to be consistent with that. And in terms of time crunch, you need to study the concept, you need to practice the question, and you need to continuously analyze that where you are making the mistake and rectify it, such that you don't do anything wrong in the main day, in the exam day. So that is in a very short, in a very brief manner, what you need to do. So that's it.
Well, Jeevan, these were some useful and insightful information given by you. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us and with a lot of students who will be watching you speak. Again, I would say thank you so much for joining me, and I would congratulate you for all your achievements, and again, congratulations for clearing your UGC NET exam. Thank you so much, Jeevan.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.